Hi everyone, Coffany Me Tano here, the internet's scruffiest music nerd, absolutely disgusting. And it's time for a review of the new Carly Rae Jepsen EP, Emotion Side B. Carly Rae Jepsen, Canadian pop songstress, returns with a new collection of tracks, which I guess are just runoff from her very good last commercial full-length album, Emotion, dropped last year. And despite the fact that this album was coming out from one of the biggest voices in pop music, one of the friendliest voices in pop music, I enjoyed the hell out of this record. It was a triumphant return to 80s pop music, but without feeling overly nostalgic. Carly didn't come off as one of these artists who sort of uses nostalgia as a crutch in order to attract fans. It's just that the songwriting and some of the instrumentation on this record and this new EP too calls back to something that's been lost over the past 30 years in pop music, like feel-good attitudes and bliss and innocence, but Carly embraces these characteristics without making music that is simply for children. Because I think adults deserve happy music too. But even at her saddest on this record, Carly's music on this new Side B EP still comes off as catchy and infectious. And on the song The One, she's actually singing about how she doesn't want love. She doesn't want to be the one of this particular person that she's singing about. She doesn't want that pressure. It's a track about essentially dating but not really wanting to commit, set to a really sharp beat, a wonderful synth lead. And maybe Carly feels this way because she's felt the sting of rejection on the song Fever, where she describes the love, the obsession she has for a particular person as a sickness that she can't get rid of. The verses on this thing are very spacey, leave a lot of room for Carly's vocals. There's some just reverbed, bleepy synths that are just kind of calling out into the nocturnal darkness of this instrumental, and then it eventually gives way to this hard, heavy, thick, fuzzy, punchy chorus that is maybe the most radio-friendly moment on the entire EP. One thing that I do like about this EP in general, it doesn't seem to make as many concessions to the cheap radio pop stylings that a handful of tracks did on Emotion. I also want to add, there is a moment in the lyrics here where Carly describes herself as being put in the friend zone. It happens to girls too. On the song Higher, one of my favorite tracks on here, great single from this thing, Carly's lyrics are pretty straightforward and uplifting and good mood inducing as she's singing about someone's love taking her higher. The instrumental on this thing is really tight, great beat, throbbing synthesizers. And I guess I would have to give it to the song Cry to be the moodiest track on the entire EP, where Carly is singing about a lover who withholds his feelings, just stows them away, out of reach. And this is heartbreaking for Carly.
I will cry for you, Carly. I will cry for you. Call me maybe.
And Carly gains like a sense of humor, I think, toward the end of the EP, where she sings on the song Store about having a difficult time saying goodbye to a particular person. So she makes her exit by simply saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to the store. At least that's how I interpreted it. To me, it's kind of a hilarious premise for a rejection song. And, you know, Carly, damn, Carly, you're cold. You just going to the store on the guy? Ugh. It's worse than breaking up in text. I also love how bouncy and playful the chorus is on this track too. The bwank, bwank. I'm just going to the store, I'm just going to the store. Carly ends things off on a slightly dark note with the song Roses, where she uses roses as a metaphor, singing about them going black, which, again, pretty dark by Carly Rae Jepsen standards, I guess. You know, this thing, it's not really a cohesive project or anything like that. It's a compilation. It's a little EP. It's a mix of tracks that were leftover emotions from Emotion. These were the emotions that didn't make the cut, I guess. But it sounds like there was really no less effort put into this handful of tracks than there were many of the great songs that were on the original Emotion. Even if some of the songs, tune-wise and writing-wise, maybe aren't as great as those tracks, it seems like Carly and company went into these songs with no less ambition, because the production on these tracks sounds fantastic, performances are good, and the lyrics, while they do kind of center around love, many of the songs on Emotion did as well, and it seems like Carly would try to give us a different angle of love or some kind of emotion that was torturing her on that record. Here it's really no different, even though, we do have a lot of love songs one after the other. It's kind of a different flavor each time. Hey, I don't want to be with this guy. I need to leave this guy. I'm obsessed with this guy. And then there are moments where, oh, hey, we're together and we're happy. Or, oh, wow, our relationship is just crumbling. In a way, I like this EP a little bit more than I did Emotion. There weren't really any cuts on here that I super disliked, or any choruses or production tricks or moves that rubbed me the wrong way. And this EP doesn't really overstay its welcome or anything like that. It's just kind of short, quick, and to the point. It doesn't really have anything to hide. It's just some good poppy ear candy that I enjoy. The last hurrah for summer, if you will. The last pop hurrah for summer. I'm feeling a strong 7 to a light 8 on this thing. Tran. And those are my thoughts on this new Carly Rae Jepsen EP. What did you think of it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Why? What do you think I should review next? And that's it. Okay? Also remember to subscribe, because that's good for you. Keeps the sickness at bay. And make sure to sing the praises of this EP on high to the heavens if you enjoy it yourself. Okay? Okay. You're the best. See you in the next review forever.